Boom, we're on. And today's guest, we've got one of the biggest British porn stars. We've got Ava Koxxx with a double K. Double X, is it?
Triple X,
Triple
babe.
X, sorry. How are we?
Yeah, good, thank you. A bit warm out here though, James.
Sitting next to me, you're going to feel the fucking temperatures rising. We haven't even started yet.
Oh, God.
How you been?
Yeah, really good, thank you. Really good. Busy, good.
You're everywhere, eh?
I am indeed international at the moment.
I had to Google you, do you know what I mean? Steph seemed to know about you, but I don't.
Really?
I don't know.
What have you been watching?
Fucking old pervert there, Steph. So, I like to go back to the start with my guests. You did chin me before you came here and says you don't want to do all that shit, but...
Because it's just, I just feel like it's, I don't know.
Where'd you watch that?
Where do you want to start?
That's a fucking question. No, we'll go right back to the start. Where you grew up?
Went to school, went to college.
What were you doing at college?
I did media at college.
Oh, try to
Yeah.
take my job.
Well, yeah. I did media and I did performing arts. So yeah, I really liked it. It was good. It was fun. But then I went from like a normal school to a really, like the college where I went it was like when people say like all the posh kids go there, and I just thought, like I felt like I didn't really fit in there, and the workload that they gave me, I was just like, what the fuck? Like I just didn't know what was going on. But yeah, it was good, good times, and I dropped out though because I was shit. And then
Come rebellious.
no, I've never really been. Oh my God, there's a wasp. I've never really. Oh, you and your great ideas. Yeah, Ava, we'll film in a park. Nice one, James, you knob. So rebellious. No, I've never really been rebellious, to be honest. I've never been like, I think a lot of people see porn stars and think, oh, she clearly come from like a broken home, or, I didn't. I had like, my childhood was colourful, but always like, I was never by myself.
So loving, caring.
Yeah, very. Like, my family are really close. I've got an amazing family. And I'm lucky, like very lucky. Not a lot of girls in this industry have, the family to turn to and maybe give them advice and stuff. So I think that's probably why I've done so well in the other things that I do, because, I've got my parents and I've got like a lot of support, which I think your family always ground you.
Yeah, I think people paint people that's in the porn industry, or they've got the usual suspects with the abandonment issues, maybe being abused, and then the lap dancing, and then it's the porn. It's kind of all the same kind of steps. But for yourself, if you've got a loving family, caring, but you are very successful, you're known worldwide. You've got millions of people who follow you, perverts.
I know, it's weird. Do you know what, James? Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I think, like, you never really realise how many followers you've got. And then my friend said, compare it to like a football stadium. Like, that's a lot of football stadiums. But I never really to be honest, obviously I do social media because I need it for my work, but I like to have two separate lives, like my private life and my public life. And at the end of the day, people who follow me, they want to see a porn star. They want to see tits and ass. They're not interested in someone who, and it sounds like, it sounds nasty really to say, but it's the truth. Like, none of my followers would be asked about, they don't want to know anything about your life, or about you've been to Tesco, or you've had an argument, or online, or arguing with girls over this, or bitching on that. It's not what they want to see. They follow you because they want to see tits and ass and they want to wank. Do you know what I mean? It's true though. Like, you've just got, and I think, in this industry, you have to keep things separate. You've got to have your work life and your private life. When you start bringing your private life in with your work life, that's when you fuck things up.
But how do you separate that to be that character that everybody wants, and then separate it from your private life?
Because that's exactly what it is. It's a character.
So how long are you in character for? Say a full day, how long would you be in character for?
It depends, because obviously every day I do something different. I do my sex parties, I do my live bunny, I also film my own content, I do a lot of things, and obviously I do my social media. So probably in a day, I'd say for about 4 hours. But then I just need like my me time, my downtime. But then obviously if you're on set for like a big company, like I do a lot of work for Brazzers, Reality Kings, like that's a 12-hour day. That's like intense, but you can't be in character all the time. Like, obviously when you're doing your scene, you want to do a scene that people go, wow, that's just blown me away. But as soon as you come off scene, everyone's just like sat there chatting, or do you know what I mean? It's not like as intense as what people think, I don't think.
So what kind of sex parties?
So my sex parties are in Belgravia. We hire out an amazing mansion. We have 20 couples that come there and we do themes.
Orgies.
Massive orgies. Love a sex party. Do you want to come?
Switch those cameras off.
You can be on my VIP list, Jamie, +1.
I'll get me down. I just for research and shit, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Research purposes.
Is that what it is, 20 couples?
Yeah. We keep them small because I feel like you get a better experience when you've got an intimate party opposed to loads of people just shagging everywhere.
I know, it's terrible.
Oh, I know. I've got a hard life, Anna.
We'll touch on this as well. A lot of people think porn industry, porn stars, sluts, cows, easy lays, easy shags. That's not the case.
Is it fuck? Like, to be honest, like, this is what you've got to think.
I know what people probably think, no, because that is the character you portray yourself.
Listen,
so you've got to understand why people think that.
I understand why people think that because at the end of the day, yeah, we are having sex on camera. So the only thing that if someone's never met me before and they've seen me on Pornhub squirting my head off, then they're going to think she's a slut. And that's what you would think. Like, I get it. And I don't expect people to, you know, understand. I don't, to be honest, I don't really want people to know like my life and my personal life. If I'm doing my job and I'm getting them views and I'm getting them sales, then I'm happy. And to be fair, what people think of me, I don't really give a fuck.
You would need to have that mentality though,
yeah, of course
to win that job.
Yeah, because you get like, I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of like online trolls and stuff, and like, touch wood, I'm dead lucky. Like, I don't really have a lot of people trolling me. Like, compared to some girls who get like the worst abuse ever, and I just think, wow, like that's horrible.
Yeah, fuck those wet wipes anyway. Because...
I know, I just call them sit there fucking with on the keyboard warriors giving it the big and wanking. Fuck off, you gobshite.
They are the worst cunts in the world. I get them, everybody gets them. I don't, now I'm more thick-skinned, it doesn't even bother me now. That's just a reflection of them. That is just the weak, the vulnerable and the scared who just haven't got the balls to make moves or do anything with their life.
Of course.
They hate other people. So what about relationship status? How all over the place?
Relationship status. Can I just say I'm having fun?
Aren't we all, know what I mean? But there comes a time, do you think you could ever settle down?
I don't know.
Or do you worry when you meet someone, do you think what he may think portray you as because of your character? Is it this is what I'm talking about, the balance.
You know, it's I think, I mean, this is just my personal opinion, and I know a lot of porn stars do have relationships when, you know, they're working and stuff. Me personally, if you're with a guy who's all right with what you're doing, then he's not your fella, he's your pimp. It's as simple as that. Like, why would you, if you're there's a guy walking past with a dog, should we have this conversation?
No chance to bring it on.
Like, I just think if you're with someone and you're saying that you love them and they're your world and this and that, then why are you all right with him going getting nailed off 6 guys coming home with a load of spunk in their arm and saying, hiya babe, how was your day? Like, for me, that's not, I mean, listen, so it's each to their own, but I would never be with someone who said, yeah babe, you know what, it's all right for you to go and do that. If I was with someone, it'd be right, job done, that's it, nothing else, move on, start a fresh clean slate. But it'd have to be someone with a character who could go, yeah, she's done this, and what, she's with me now.
Yeah, you would need to accept it, but so for you to settle down, you would need to quit everything.
Oh yeah, I'd quit shooting, but I wouldn't quit like my sex parties or anything like that. Fuck that! Are you fucking messing? No, I wouldn't quit, but I'd stop shooting and I would only be having sex with that person, if that makes sense.
And the parties?
I don't have sex when I'm at the parties. I host the parties.
Amateur. Fucking amateur. Edit that out. Amateur.
Fuck off, James.
So, yeah, it's a fucking weird industry.
Oh, there's a wasp again.
So how did you get involved in the industry at the very start?
So it was weird. So ever since I was younger, I've always loved like
shagging.
Well, yeah, to be fair. Not no, don't cut that out. I've always been intrigued by sex. Like, sex intrigues me. And I was with a guy who
older,
fit, older, fit. I call him Mr. Big. Anyway, I was with a guy for like quite a while, and we just used to have a mad sex life. Like, we had like the best times, and we were like the best friends in a way. It was weird, it wasn't like a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. It was more of like, I say more like of a friendship relationship, but fucking loads of shagging. Anyway, and he
benefits, friends with benefits.
Absolutely. And he sort of opened me up to just different things, really, like different sexual things that I'd never seen before. So I was like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that. And then that's how I tried the sex parties and, all the other things that go with it. And like, we used to watch porn together. And I watched it one day and I thought, I could fucking do that. So I said, right, get the iPad. So we got the iPad out and we're like, this is like when iPads first come out. We like placed the iPad on a chair and like we filmed ourselves. And I watched it and I thought, I'm in it to win it here. That's it.
Is that a light bulb moment
and
for you?
And that was a light bulb moment. And I thought, right, fuck it. So, and then to be honest, after that, it was literally like a whirlwind. I got a really good friend of mine. He was like really into porn, and I didn't really know much about the business or the girls in the industry. And he said, well, you need to set up a Twitter. Well, I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that. So he said, I'll sort it out. I'll set it up for the first week. I'll show you how to run it. And then you sort of like take over it from that. Within the first day I got on there, I got flew up. So that was the first day it went on. And then a massive company called DDF, who were like Europe based, messaged me 2 days in and said, we want to shoot you and fly you over to Prague. So I was thinking, oh my God, like my first porn shoot. I'd never been on a porn set before. So I've turned up with condoms, no search, not a fucking clue. Like the directors looked at me and he's like, Ava, how many scenes have you done? And I was like, oh, this is my first. And I was like a bit nervous. So they had to take me to the clinic, get my test done. And then I come back, did the scene. And he just said to me, you're going to be a fucking superstar.
But you are now.
And here I fucking am. No, I'm joking.
Again, we'll touch on that because a lot of people think the porn industry's dirty. It's the cleanest girls in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Compared to some of the fucking slags out there.
Yeah, this is the thing. And this is what really like pisses me off. Like, you've got so many girls who are so quick to jump on you, like, she's a slut, she's this, she's that. Hang on a minute, babe. I've seen you in China White on a Saturday night. I've seen you bent over in the toilet for a line of Coke and a fucking shot of Grey Goose. So don't start telling me that I'm dirty. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. But you're going to get that everywhere.
Yeah, of course. But it just makes me laugh because I think we've got to get tested every 2 weeks to do our job. Like the porn industry is so clean because it has to be. If it wasn't, then porn wouldn't be able to exist. You can't shoot with dirty people. So you don't know you're going to meet on a Saturday night or you're fucking on a one night stand.
Do you think it's at an all-time high, the porn industry?
I think at the moment it's at an all-time high for performers to increase their earnings because
social media.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I first started doing porn, obviously you had your social media, but it was the production companies that boosted you. So say you shot for Brazzers and then they put you on their Twitter, you'd get known through them. Whereas now, girls have got Snapchat, OnlyFans, Admire Me, Live Bunny, Bad Bunny. And this is all places where girls can make their own content, they can put it onto a site and they can charge a subscription fee like Brazzers, like Reality Kings, like all these places, and they're making money. Like you've got your premium Snapchats, you've got now it's more, I think porn now, because there's so many people that have done, everyone's seen porn. There's not really much now that you can do that people haven't seen. What you can do though as a performer now is give them a custom, so give them something that they will not get on they won't get watching a scene on Pornhub. They'll message you and say, Ava, can you do me a video with a dildo and this and that, and can you say my name, can you do this, can you do that? You can send them that video and charge a fortune for it.
So you're getting paid in all directions when you're sleeping?
When I sleep.
Waking and...
Yeah.
So what is Snapchat? I've seen birds with that.
Yeah, so you can have a premium paid Snapchat.
Much is that a month?
You can charge whatever you want on it. You've got I'm not really sure about Snapchat because I don't do premium Snapchat, and I personally think if you're charging for every single avenue, people are just going to think you're a cheeky cunt. Whereas you've got to give people some things for free. So my Snapchat's free, but I have OnlyFans and...
What's your Snapchat?
James!
What is that anyway?
Do you know what?
Do you know what I put it on? No.
I'll put it on. Yeah.
No, wait.
What now?
But if it's free, people can... Is it not better for you? I would say it. Do you know it? No?
It's Ava Coxx. Snapchat. My Snapchat is Ava Koxxx. AVAKO.
And that's free for people?
That's free.
There you go. Fuck's sake. The real deal, know what I mean? Throwing away money.
And then I've got my OnlyFans, which I do a lot of content on there. And I also have my own editor, my own film crew, my own photographers, like everything I do. Like porn's a big business. And I think, people think, oh, she's just doing this. Like porn is a massive business. And if you know your business and, you work out right, you're always...
Do you ever get tired though? Do you ever get tired of looking at dick?
No, because I love my job. And I love cock. No, don't put that in. Cut that out.
Nothing gets edited, by the way. That was a lie just to get you here. That was a fucking lie. Nothing gets edited. But do you ever get sick? Oh, fucking put it away. Give me a break today.
Well, no, because I don't really do it every day. But you know what does really wind me up? Like when someone sends me like a cock picture on the DMs, I'm like, ew.
You still get that?
Yeah, and I just think, I don't want to see your 3 centimetre cock. It doesn't turn me on.
Is that you, Steph?
It doesn't turn me on. I'm not interested. And then they put underneath, rate my cock. I feel like writing back, what cock? Are you mad? Like, what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I need to fucking stop sending it about then. So for your life then, do you get drained? Like trying to, with the character and putting the mask on constantly?
I think sometimes I never get drained because I never push myself to the limit where I think I can't do this, I can't cope.
What would the limit be for you, do you think?
Well, I'm having a break this week because I'm having a week off and I've not had a week off for months. But in the last 4 weeks, I've been in Paris, London, Dubai twice, Marbella, Barcelona. Like, it's a lot to do. And I just feel now, I just think, oh, you know what? I need to kick back and put my feet up a bit.
Yeah, I think so. And listen, as much as you can glamorise the porn industry and travel the world and it's great making money, but there was one of the girls died yesterday, is it Jessie?
Yeah.
Jessie, something. It can also be a stress because a lot of the girls in that industry are also suicidal.
Listen, I'm so glad you touched on this because, I do know, which is so sad to say, I know 3 girls who have committed suicide. One of my friends committed suicide a long time ago, but she was in the same industry. She wasn't doing porn, but she was doing escorting. Mm-hmm. And she committed suicide, which was horrible. Then another girl who I knew tried to throw herself off a bridge and she got sectioned. And this is all in the sex industry. There was August Ems. She committed suicide because she had online trolls. So, I think to be in this business, you've got to be thick-skinned. And I think people have got to realise, it hurts when people say things online. See, it hurts when people say, oh, she's this, or she looks like that. But as a performer, you've got to understand you're putting yourself out there. So you will get people who are saying it, but maybe just be a bit more careful or think a little bit more. Like these girls, some of them aren't stable. Some of them haven't got family grounding. Some of them haven't got people who they can go to and say, you know what, I feel really upset today. And when people don't talk about how they feel, that's when all stuff like this happens. And, even in the last year and a half, 4 porn stars have died. It's a fucking joke.
How does that affect you?
It makes me sad, but it doesn't affect what I'm doing because, oh my God, it makes me so sad to think that someone would be in that position to think, I don't want to be here anymore because someone is sat there behind their laptop saying I'm this and I'm that. At the end of the day, yeah, porn stars get paid to have sex on camera. I get it. And everyone gets it. But what they don't deserve, girls don't deserve to be just thrown in the fucking lion's den. It's not fair. Mm-hmm. It's horrible to like I said before, I don't really get trolled because I don't know, I'm lucky really, I don't get trolled, but I know girls do, and they rang me up crying saying, oh Ava, I can't cope with this because someone's rang me and said I'm fat, or someone's rang me and said that, just horrible things. It's not nice. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Of course it's difficult. But again, it's not just the porn industry where people committing suicide, it's everywhere in the world.
Of course, but I think a lot of girls in porn do have, I wouldn't say issues, but some aren't as lucky as others. And I think everyone needs to be respectful of that. They're doing a job at the end of the day. Have they made you come after you've just watched them on Pornhub? Yeah, So that's their job. They've done their job. They've done what they're here to do.
Is that what you see yourself as, doing the industry as a job?
It's a job.
Character.
It's a character.
Do you ever look at the other side of it when you take the cameras away and think about how you're getting treated then also? Does that ever,
No, because I
dig deep into it that way?
I get treated really nice. Like, I'm lucky. I don't have, like, why would you want to be nasty to someone who's not nasty to you? Like, my mum always said to me, and my grandma, you'll get everywhere in your life with manners, and it's true.
Of course, manners is everything.
It is.
How did they treat you when you started it? Were you nervous? You must have been nervous no matter how...
What, my family?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, nightmare. But, like, listen, I mean, obviously it probably wasn't the path that my mum set out for me, but, you know, she sees what I'm doing now and she sees the life that I live and she knows I'm not stupid. So, you know, I'm happy. And
are you the tallest porn star in Europe?
Yeah,
or one of the biggest, or one of the biggest in the world? 6 feet 2?
Yeah, 6'2".
So see when you're meeting men, do they have to be a certain height for you?
No, and do you know what it is, James? I'm terrible. Like, I like small men. Honestly.
I'll take my shoes off.
How small are you?
5'10".
No, I do. I like smaller men. But I do. It's weird, innit?
Is that because you're more controlling? Want to be in control?
Because I don't think I'm really like that. Like, in my scenes, oh my God, I'm so dominant, but that's what I get paid to do. That's what people want to see me doing because I'm big, so they want me to throw someone around or do something mad. But they do though. Like, I remember once I went on set and I thought, you're messing. And they was like, right, Ava, you need to pick this guy up. You need to, like, do all these bench... Is that what it's called? Bench press. I've said, I'm not fucking bench pressing someone. Are you mad? And they was like, well, I think it'll look really good on camera. And I mean, this is the difference. I can turn around to these producers and go, get to fuck. Whereas some girls can't do that. They've not got, you know, these producers can say, I want you to do that. It'll make you a superstar. And they'll go, okay, I'll do it. Like, I don't need to do that shit. I've earned my stars and stripes.
Yeah. So you've got a more say to say yes and no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Compared to someone. Do you think some other girls get forced to do it also?
I don't think they get forced to do it. That's a strong word. I think they sort of get groomed into doing it.
Yeah.
When they don't really know what they're doing, and then you could get a producer going, baby, I'm going to make you a star. You're going to make all this money. You just see all these little butterflies in their heads and think, yeah, I'm going to do it. And you know what? It's not, because what they'll do, they'll film it and then say it's not for a big company, just like a normal production. They'll film it and then they'll keep that content and then they'll sell that content 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times over. Before you know it, all the videos are on what is it called? RedTube, Pornhub, like all the big massive sites. She's got a shit fee. He's still making money off her name and she's not signed a model release form.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So a lot of people
do take the piss.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't clued up.
No, they're not. And this is what I say to all the girls who come like and work for me on Live Bunny, or, you know, they come and they shoot with me. They all have a model release form. They all know what they're getting. They all know where the content's going to go. All the content's branded. Like, you don't need these. Yeah, obviously you need to work for companies to make your name, but this is how, you know, you get big on your OnlyFans and stuff, because you get your fans. So once you've got your fans and you've got your base and people start to know you, shoot for a few companies. But big companies, I mean, I've only shot for the best companies in the world.
Who are the best?
I'd say Brazzers. I love shooting for Brazzers. And do you know what? When I first started porn, which was amazing, I did my DDF scene and then I flew to LA to work, which was amazing, for Brazzers in LA, which does not happen to a lot of English porn. It never happens. Like, that's just amazing. And looking back now, I wish I could have appreciated it more, but I didn't have a clue. I didn't know who anyone was. I was walking up to porn stars who've been in the business for years going, so how long have you done porn for, babe? Like, I didn't even know who they were, and they're like massive names. But I think it was good how I went like that, because there was no lick arse in there. Well, there probably was a bit of lick arsing, but not
in the scenes, maybe.
Not that way though, James, not that way.
What's the worst thing you've ever get asked to do?
Oh, right. Oh my God. So, I know I can't say it.
Shite bag. If you don't like it, we'll edit it out.
Right, okay. So but if I can say something about midgets, will I get midget hate?
No.
Right, okay. So.
I don't think so.
Fuck off, James.
Go.
So they wanted me to, I get really scared about really small people.
I thought you liked small people.
No, but not that fucking small, not like dwarves. and it was like, right, Ava, we've got a great scene for you. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, this coming in. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I said, get to fuck. No fucking chance. I'm not doing it.
So you and 7 midgets?
Yeah.
Is it a word you can, is it a midget if you're small? It's a word, a dwarf?
Is it actually called a dwarf?
Yeah. That's a good scene, that.
Fuck off, James. I'm not doing that. I said, I've got to have sex with 7 dwarfs. No, not for me. Pick someone else.
Shite bag, you're an amateur again, mate. We've got an amateur here, Steph.
Listen, I'm not an amateur. You've got to think, like, all these mad things that they want you to do. I remember I did.
So that was 7 dwarfs there ready to shag you?
Proper ready.
I'm in the wrong fucking industry,
Right,
man.
fuck
I
off.
tell you. I'm in the wrong industry.
Like, this is the thing, like, I did a scene for Brazzers, right? And it was a scene with Geordie, who's now one of the biggest contracted performers for Brazzers. And when I seen him, I walked on set and I thought, he looks about 10. Like, I was like, where's your IDs? I thought, no, I can't do it. Anyway, we did this scene. It went viral. It was on banners on Pornhub. It was on all the massive tube sites. It went crazy. Now, that scene did boost my career.
Yeah, it's good for business.
Yeah, it was amazing for business, but that's what now porn has got to the point where people are clicking through Pornhub all the time and they're seeing tits, ass, fanny, this, that. They want to see something that's different. If they're seeing someone like picking someone up and throwing them around and sucking the cock, they're going to be like, oh, what's that? Clickbait. It is clickbait.
What?
Though.
But what can be different then that's never been done? Well, in 2019.
What I personally think,
what about this robot shit?
What?
These robots, like men, female.
I just think they're a bit weird. Like, someone said to me, Ava, do you want to do it? Someone wanted to brand a sex doll of me. I thought, well, number one, me turning up at the fucking door in Royal Mail, all 6'2" of me. How are you going to explain that to your neighbours?
So somebody wanted to...
Yeah, someone wanted to, like, clone me as a sex doll. And I thought, no, you get bored of me. But imagine that, your postman, there's your delivery. No, I just said, no, it's not for me. Like, I think it's a bit weird. I feel like things like that separates you from, like, society. Like, you need to have sex with humans, not robots.
But that's the road we're going down. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, I did virtual porn, and that was the weirdest thing I've ever shot.
So what's that?
So basically, you have goggles. So, no, I don't have goggles. So if you was watching it, you'd wear goggles, and then so you look down with your goggles like that, and it looks like I'm sucking your cock. So when you shoot it...
Where do we get these goggles?
I'll get you a pair. Don't you worry.
So what? So they think... So they're looking through a screen.
Right, so when you're...
But if they're only seeing it, where's the feeling?
No, but this is the thing. So when you're shooting it, you've got the guy just like lying down like this, and there's about 10 cameras around his head. So it's pretty hard to shoot. So you've got to they go whisper in his ear. Fucking ear, cameras in. I'm like, hello? I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, once you get like in the swing of it, it's fine.
That is fucking weird. So, for yourself, going forward, what's the plans for you? You seem to have achieved everything.
Yeah, I think
you're everywhere. You're global.
It's crazy. I mean, sometimes I sit down and I think, fucking hell, like, it is crazy. But for me, I love my job and I love my work, and I get to do, like, I'm living an amazing life, and I've got an amazing relationship with my family. I'm where I want to be right now. So I don't know where I want to be in the future, but all I can say is right now, I'm really happy.
Ever hang up the condoms and leave the industry? You ever seen that happen?
I mean, well, yeah, because now, like, obviously, the stuff that I do now, I don't really shoot as much. Like, I have never shot a lot of scenes. I have only shot for the biggest companies that will give me the most recognition and the most traction. So I've probably not shot that many scenes, but now I do all my own stuff. So when people are seeing me on a Brazzers scene doing all mad stuff, and then they go onto my OnlyFans, and I've called it At Home with Ava, and they see me, like, raw fucking, they love it. Because it's something that they haven't seen before. What's
the stuff you've got on your Instagram story just now? This new is it a website or film, or there's a new thing you're putting on your... I don't know if it's a clothing brand or it's...
Which one?
I don't know. It's on your Insta story in the last few days. It's like a brand that keeps popping up you and your...
Live Bunny.
Is that what that is?
I was thinking, I've got a few things coming up.
Yeah,
so basically that's what I'm like.
So what the fuck is this Live Bunny?
So basically Live Bunny is webcam, and I have my own shows on there.
Right.
So we have girls who do webcam for us, and we also have, so we've got girls from, they don't need to be porn stars, they can be anyone from down the road. Like, it doesn't,
There we go. Get yourself
in.
in.
Not just down the road, but you know what I mean, though? Like, if you're doing webcam, you don't need to be a porn star. You can be, it's ageless. Like, you can be an older woman, you can be a younger girl, you know, it's well, let's say from 18, do you know what I mean? But yeah, so we have girls on doing webcam on Live Bunny, and then I do my own shows called Ava Koxxx and Friends, where I hire 5 porn stars to come and shoot with me for the day. We have, and it's all got to get streamed live on webcam. So people pay a pay-per-minute view and then watch me and 5 porn stars have a fucking big orgy.
Fuck's
Fancy
sake.
being the cameraman, James?
Not a problem.
You busy next week?
He's got his hand up, by the way. So, what's the oldest man you've ever been with?
Oldest?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Old.
Like had sex with?
Fucking old as fuck, yeah.
Well, not really that old.
Are they not in the industry? Old
No,
geezers?
fuck that. I'm not shagging old men.
No
Not
dwarfs and old
No,
men?
no dwarves, no OAPs. Can't be asked. Been there, done that.
What's
Not natural.
the most, how many men in one day?
On a scene?
Yeah.
Not that many, too, because...
What?
Fucking hell, yeah. Listen, this is what you've got to understand, James, about this industry.
Fake as fuck, that industry. It's all edited bullshit.
Listen, this is what you've got to understand in this industry. I could go and shoot a fucking double anal 6-guy gangbang for a company in Prague who would give me a day rate. Why? So they can make fucking thousands and thousands off that scene. When I can have my own production company, I'll hire every single one of the guys. I'll get every single one of them to fuck me, and I'll get the royalties for the rest of my life. So I'll sit there and lie in bed. I might have a sore ass, I might have a sore jaw, but I know when I wake up, I'm making a fortune. Do you know what I mean?
Do you get sore?
Yeah, I do.
Do you? Where?
Yeah, oh, listen, James, the worst experience. Right, so I've gone to LA. It was my first anal scene for Brazzers, like an exclusive scene. I was fucking buzzing. I thought, I'm ready. Right, so there was like anal prep, blah, blah, blah. Now,
what is anal prep first?
Well, so now, obviously, when you do an anal scene, which now I do know, you have to prep, so you have to douche. You can't eat 24 hours before your scene. You have to take like Imodium to bung you up, because the last thing you want to see on a porno is like shit. Do you know what I mean?
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm weird like that. I'm too clean. I can't.
See, I know a few dominatrix. They like that shit.
Oh, see, there's no need for it. Like, just fucking sort yourself out. Don't come on a set, dude. Like, fuck off. No. So, anyway, I've gone to LA, and Kieran Lee, who's like, he's got his cock insured for £1 million. He said to me, right, Ava, so this, I've never done an anal scene before. He said, right, Ava, there's the bottle. Like, it was like an enema. There's the bottle. So I said, what do I do with it? He said, just stick it up your ass before you come the night before. So I said, right, okay. So I remember sat there in this hotel thinking, oh, that bottle's massive. Anyway, I thought, I can do it. So I'm sat on the toilet, I've stuck this bottle up, mate. And I rang him and I said, Kieran, I was sweating. And I'm going, Kieran, I'm in so much pain. And he's going, what do you mean you're in so much pain? I said, this enema, it's killing me. It's proper hurting me. And he's like, where's the bottle? I was like, up my ass. He was like, Ava, you're only supposed to put the tip in. I was like, ah. So I was like, trying to get this bottle out my ass. And then the next day I went on set, like the biggest producers in the business. And I'm lying there with my legs in the air, and they're going, well, I think we're going to have to make it a boy-girl scene today. I was like, oh, that killed me.
Fuck's sake. So how do you keep it young and fresh down below?
I think you just got to look after it.
Do you look after it?
Yeah, of course I do. Like, you've got to do like your pelvic exercises, and you've just got to keep it clean. Like, no one wants a dirty pussy, do they?
It's going to come a time, but it's going to be hanging.
Oh.
So it is. Your time's up. That's when the curtains are closed. You need to...
Sat on a gold mine, but you always know this gold mine's going to come to an end soon. But this is the thing. If it does, so what? I'm not asked. Like, I'll just shoot. This is the thing now. Like, I can ring porn stars up, the biggest names in the business, and say, do you want to come and shoot with me? Do you want to come and shoot for me? None of them turn me down. They're not going to, because at the end of the day, I've got a massive social media outreach. Everyone pretty much knows who I am. I don't mean sound that like big.
Yeah, no, fuck it, confident, man.
Like, I don't mean, but yeah, people know who I am in the industry. So for someone who's brand new to the industry to shoot with me, I'll put them on my social media and on my Insta and on my Twitter and stuff. Their name, people start following them. They're getting their fans.
How long have you been in this industry?
5 years.
It's no long.
I've done, you know what? I've done amazing. Like touch wood, it still carries on. But you know, I have done really well. But I've not really got any passion now for shooting with other companies. Like, I'm over that. Like, I'll do the odd scene, but that's just to keep me fresh on the porn up sites, the tube sites. I really want to now focus on you know, shooting my own stuff, my own content, my own brand. That's the stuff.
How does that go against, though, the big producers, the ones who've already got their companies, and you're kind of become competition now?
No, because they're always going to have, like, they make money off their advertisements, they make money off all different things. And, you know, like, I was listening to a podcast the other day called The Butterfly Effect about a guy who invented Pornhub and how it, like, changed porn for, like, for everyone, really. And I think, you know, I'm not any competition. I've got my fans, and they would never see me as a threat. Like, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, fucking shoot for the stars, dream big.
Yeah, of course. And
Pornhub's got to have started somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, one of my scenes that I've had has had like over 37 million views, which is fucking mad. Like, 37 million. How many people even is that?
That's a lot of tissues being wasted, isn't it?
That's a lot of wet
That's
wipes.
a lot of trees being fucking cut down.
Do you know what I thought about it? And I thought, I need to watch this scene again. Why is everyone watching it? And I watched it and I thought, yeah, I'm a dirty bastard.
What's your favourite scene all time? Is there one that stands out with you if you go, I really did that, that was good work?
I think my scene that made me who I am is my fake taxi scene, which a fake taxi can either make you or break you. My scenes that I love, all my Brazzers scenes I love, my Reality King scenes. I did an amazing scene actually recently with a guy called Chris Diamond, who's just won Best Male Performer at the XPs Awards. He's got a massive cock and he's great to shoot
How big?
with. Fucking massive.
How big?
Big like that.
Fucking nothing.
Babe, it was... Go on then. Gobshite.
Fucking nothing. If YouTube would let me, it would be a problem.
It was about that big, but like fat. And I seen it and I thought...
It's all the wee skinny guys that have got the big tadgers on it.
Like,
why is that?
I don't know, but I did a scene with Danny D and they said to me, it's got to be anal. And I thought, oh, you're messing. Anyway, I did it and I had to drive home for like maybe 4 hours after the scene. Oh, I thought I was going to die. I had to sit on a bag of peas.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm not even lying. Like, my ass was proper sore.
What?
Listen, you try putting something like that big up your ass,
Fucking
James.
nothing. I'd need double the size of that. So you still get pain? Do you ever have to go to the doctors and go, look, I'm a fucking porn star. I've just had it up the ass. It's killing me. Can you take a wee look?
Well, no, not really.
No.
No, but I have, like, obviously...
Have you got doctors and shit standby?
Yeah, like, I mean, in porn, you obviously, like I said, you've got to get tested every 2 weeks, and then you've got to get your PCR test, which is your early indication of HIV. So you have to get all that stuff done. But in terms of, like, I'm dead open. Like, if you're doing porn, they need to know what you're doing, else they can't treat you right. You can't, like, sit there and the doctors go, oh yeah, well, I got shagged up the ass. No, you say, listen, I did a porn scene the other day. I did I did this. I think I've hurt myself, and they'll treat you like that's, you know, you'll get the right treatment if you're just truthful.
You're good friends with Georgia Lyle also.
Yeah,
who's also a good friend of mine.
Yeah. I can't understand her though half the time.
I can't fucking understand her either. Have you ever done a scene together?
Yeah, I've done a few.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm probably kidding on her. I don't know.
Why are you saying you don't know?
I don't know. I'm trying to think the good image.
Do you know what she did to me actually, the little fucker? It was like years ago this, and she was like chasing her after me with this big dildo, and I was going, Georgie, fuck off. And she's going, Eva, look, it's really good, let me try it on you. And like, I was pinned to the bed, and she was like, see, I told you it was good. My fucking legs was everywhere, but it was a great scene. I've done it, and then Georgie's come on Live Funny as well and done a day with me there.
Yeah, I love Georgie. She's
you know
brilliant.
what I think she's like? I mean, I don't really speak to a lot of girls in the porn industry. I know them, but I don't really speak to a lot of them. But George is one of them who, you know, I've got a lot of time for her. She's a lovely girl. And, you know, at the end of the day, like I said before, it's a business and there's not many girls who treat it like a proper business. Georgie does. That's why I like her.
If you're in it, you've got to treat it like a business. But again, like you were saying about your upbringing, there was plenty of love there. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are doing this for maybe the wrong attention or whatever, no treating it as. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it can be difficult.
That. Yeah, I understand that. But like you can't like judge people on why they're doing it or why they want to be there. Like, that's not my business to say.
Have you ever had low points yourself? Low points in the industry? You felt, fuck this, I'm out?
No. No.
Never?
No. Like, honestly, I've been proper lucky. Like, I've never thought, like, this is, like, no, because everything I've done in a way where I've always gone one better. Yeah. So, like, obviously, I started porn quite, not late, but You know, I didn't start young, so people can't take the piss like they can out of young girls. So I'll hold out for an anal scene, or like I've been asked to do DP scenes, this scene, that scene. Yeah, I'll do that scene.
What's DP?
Double penetration.
2 dicks?
Yeah.
2 dicks sounds better, doesn't it?
Only on a Saturday. No, don't say
2D. Is that DP?
Yeah, DP. But this is the thing, like,
that's fucking heavy.
To be fair, I know, I'm thinking, oh, should I have said that on air? But yeah, obviously I'm going to shoot that myself, and I'm going to do my own DP scene. And like I said before, I'll hire the porn guys, and I'll hire, I've got my whole production team, and I'll produce that film, and then I'll sell that film, and that is my, like, I'll give maybe 5 minutes to Pornhub or whatever you've got to give them, and then I'll give them a link to my site, so people will go on that, they'll see where it's from, it'll throw them to my site. You know, that's how you're making your turnover.
Where does the business mindset come into play? Dad, family?
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah.
And my mum, to be honest, like, my dad's like a successful businessman, so yeah, we've always, like, I've never really been on the breadline ever in my life.
So is that what you're doing, creating your own content and then selling it? So how does that work then? If you make a film, do you pitch it to people then?
No, I don't pitch it. I just put now I've got my fans, so I'll say, oh, is that a horse? Can you get that on the camera?
Bring it over. Get a sandwich. Hiya, how are you?
See, I live in the most rural areas, James.
If only they knew the truth.
I know,
if only they knew the fucking truth.
Closed doors. Yeah, so now when I do like my content and stuff, I will write on social media, on Twitter, or like, I can't really write a lot on Insta because it's like, you've got to be careful what you're writing on there. But Twitter...
You can shut your account down now?
Yeah, I had mine shut down twice. It was fucking horrible.
How many people did you have?
Babe, I had 600,000 followers gone in a day. I was like, ugh. And then it was a troll. And then he shut down over 70 girls, 70 porn stars accounts, this little cunt.
Why?
Because he's a little weirdo, little keyboard warrior. I don't know who he is. I don't care, but he just needs to fuck off. Stop interfering with my work.
But is there guidelines, like no tits, no ass?
Well, now, when I got mine back after the second time, I thought, because obviously, like, your Instagram's your money. Like,
did you have tits out the first one?
No, but it was a little, right, how can I say, it was a bit more racer than what I've got now. So I just deleted everything on it and I just started again, and I've just got to keep it really vanilla. But I've still got my followers, so I've still got my account back, so I'm not bothered. And my followers know that if I put a swipe up onto my OnlyFans, then they know what they're getting on my OnlyFans. But if I put it on my Twitter, I can put a sneak. So say I do, like, for instance, the other night I did content with 2 guys. Just thinking, was the one or was the 2? There was 2.
Must be a good night.
And they were lucky fuckers. Mm-hmm. so I did content with them, and then I sent it off to my editing team. They edited it and then sent me the video back, and I put like a 30-40 second clip of it on my Twitter with a link to my site. As soon as people see it, links, subscriptions, messages.
Yeah. Easy as that. Is it easy as that? Do you ever? What's the creepiest message you've ever had?
Oh, I get the weirdest messages.
Do you ever get stalkers?
Yeah, fucking
weird. Do you?
Calls, yeah. I was in Dubai the other week and I put on... Oh, yeah, there's a few. I was in Dubai the other week and I put on a photo around the pool. And next minute, this mad crazy man was just popped up like, Ava, I love you. I have seen you on my... I was like, who the fuck is this cunt? Mm-hmm. And he was just like, just going mad. And he was like, can I have a picture? And I just thought, no, go away. Like that's a bit weird. Like, it was my birthday in June and me and my mates went to a restaurant and we took a picture that was in this restaurant. I've gone outside, I've come back and my mate's on the reception phone of the restaurant. I'm thinking, what's she doing? She's always doing something weird. So what are you doing? And she's going, no, like this on the phone. So she put the phone on, she went, you're not going to believe it. I said, what? She went, this guy has seen your Instagram. He's fucking rang the restaurant where I am saying, can I take Ava out on a date? What sort of nutter does that? I said, you should have given me the phone. She went, no, because I knew you would have gone mad.
That is creepy.
Yeah,
but again, do you have to not entertain it, but because it's fans, do you have to kind of...
I'm just like really vanilla. Like, no.
How do you get treated in the streets? Have you ever had any abuse or anything?
No, never. You fucking messing.
No, you'd punch fuck out them, to be fair.
Why are they going to give me shit? Like, sort your own lives out, babe. I've got skeletons in the closet.
Oh, because I know Georgie had some grief back in Scotland.
Yeah, Georgie, but... Yeah,
but again, she's smaller as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
To be honest, no one really bothers me. I've not...
think they're scared of you?
Probably. No, I don't know. I don't know, but they don't. Like, I don't really give anyone, like I said, what people see of me is all happy, outgoing, tits, ass, this, that, what they want to see. So who would give me shit? Do you know what I mean? I'm not bullying anyone. I'm not picking on anyone. I'm not like saying anything about politics or parliament or, you know, I'm not doing anything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for him to say anything, what's the worst thing to say? I can see you sucking dick. What, don't you do it?
Who's not?
Exactly, that's what
Fuck's
I mean.
sake.
What, don't you do it? No. Do you want some tips?
What about... I've got plenty of my own. What about having a family, settling down, kids?
Does
that scare you?
No, not really. I just don't think I want any.
Is that the truth, though?
No, it is the truth.
Are you scared that because of the industry you're in to have kids?
Yeah, like, I think you've got to pick, and this is, I think, what the difference between me and other girls. I've picked my career, and I've picked to have a career, and I don't think, in my eyes, I'm probably going to get slated for saying this, because I know a lot of girls who have kids in porn, but I don't think that it's right that you take your kids to school and, you know, this, and not take your kids to school and they'll go, oh, your mum's a porn star, I've seen your mum do this, I've seen your mum do that. It's not fair on the kids, but I'm not saying that once you come out of the industry that, like, I think there's a difference. But when you're active in the industry, this is how I see it. You're active in the porn industry. You've got one post on your Twitter with 3 cocks in your face. You've got another post at your 3-year-old's birthday party. Like, no, you're crossing over too much.
So do you think it's one or the other?
I think it's one or the other.
Because of the social media now, everybody can see everything. It would be difficult, I'd imagine. Listen, it's a job. If you're in that job,
yeah,
I can understand it. But looking at it from the outside, if you're taking your kids to school, the pressure that they must receive, especially at secondary school, with the videos and photos, it would dishearten you, no matter how much you condition them.
You can't. This is what I mean, and I don't think that's fair, and I chose to have a career.
But is that fear with you as well? Maybe fear of commitment, fear of...
No, nothing like that. Like, listen, if I met someone and, you know, I wanted to be with him, that'd be it. Like, I'd stop everything.
Do you think you would, though?
Well, yeah, but they'd have to have enough money to support me. I wouldn't be stopping for no one. Fuck, why? You know what I mean? I've worked my ass off to get where I am. Why would I stop for someone who's not going to support me?
So take away the cameras, the dick, the boss lady image, take away that character. What do you do? What do you do that makes you happy? Compared, and don't say
you're going to think I'm dead boring, but
no, I want to know.
Like, I don't really, like, when I'm at home and I'm just like with my family a lot, and like I like my secret book and my meditation and my crystals, and you're going to think I'm like a weirdo.
No, I do all that
that's
shit.
What I like. And, like, obviously I live in a really rural area, as you can see, so I you know, like going out for walks and stuff, and I also like getting my eggs from the chickens.
Fuck's sake. Are you a vegetarian or anything?
No, babe, I just like the eggs.
What about, so the secret then, the law of attraction?
Yeah, I love all that.
Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I do.
And as in crystals, more spiritual?
I believe, I mean, there's things where you can say, I believe in this, I believe in that. I really believe that, like, if you give something out good, you get it back better 10 times over. I think if you're nice to people, people are always nice to you. I don't think you should, like, there's no point in being nasty to people. It doesn't bring you any more happiness. It doesn't make your life any better if you're cunting someone off.
Definitely not.
Do you know what I mean? And I believe in that, and I'm a proper believer in, you know, if you think you can do something. Like, I dropped out of college when I was 16. I had no qualifications, nothing. And to be where I am now, you don't get that from, you know.
Are you proud of yourself?
Like, yeah, of course I'm proud of myself. Like, I never thought from where I come from. I always knew I'd be all right, but I didn't think I'd be where I am today.
Yeah, definitely. And for anybody watching, it doesn't matter what life you're in, doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're happy, but you must be truly honest with yourself also.
You've got to be, like, there's no point in, like, you can't, excuse me, sorry, if you're going to be a porn what? Pube? That was one of yours from before.
That's true. You don't come on this show for fucking nothing. Pay the pool.
Yeah, I think if you're doing porn, you've got to be, like, dead open in what you're doing. And
that's a given.
Literally. No, but you can't, like, so like, you get some girls who, oh, I do this, but I don't do that. Oh, I do this, but I don't do that. Stop being a fucking princess. You take cock. We all do. Like, own it. If you're good at it, own it. Don't try and shy away from it. Like, you'll never be able to shy away from something that's on the internet.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So you either own it or you come out of it.
I think a lot of people who are struggling with trolls as well, I think the best thing to do is come off social media.
I've done it, and you know what? I went to Marbella this summer. I rented a place out there, and you know, it was just amazing to be out there. Obviously, that's when social media got took off me, but I was still shooting out there. I was still doing my own thing, and for me, not being on that, it was a bit like therapy. Like I could do what I wanted, and I wasn't thinking, oh, what do I look like? Or let me get a selfie, or let me tag this location, or let me do this. And I could just be me. And now I've actually put a reminder on my phone. So if I go over an hour and 30 on my Instagram a day, I just don't go on it.
Yeah.
Like I just think, no, that's enough. I'm not letting social media rule my life.
It is an illusion and it is a mindfuck, man, but you can portray yourself as a great, happy life on social media.
Listen,
everybody does it. I've done it myself.
Yeah.
And you can portray that great image where, listen, I believe if you've got a great life and a great story, you don't need to post it all the time. You need to find the balance, which is difficult because we look at other people's lives and we think they've got a great life and it puts you in a bit of the depression, even though you don't know the full extent of actually their life behind the scenes.
Yeah, definitely. Like half the people who you see on here who've got like this, that, they're going home and like they're unhappy. It's not like social media is an illusion. Social media gives people the platform to boast. Social media gives people the platform to sit there and say, yeah, this is who I am and this is what I've got. That's what it does to people. And then that's when people start getting like, oh, I want this and jealous and this and that. And it's bad. Like I don't put that stuff on social media. I put my locations, where I am, what I'm doing. It's not about, my social media is my work. It's not to try and make someone feel bad about because they've not got what they see other people doing.
Do you meditate?
Yeah, I love it.
Calm the mind, shut down a bit.
Yeah, I have to. Do you know what? Every morning I meditate. I always do like a 10-minute in the morning, and I always have it on before I go to bed. And at the moment, I'm listening to this I Will affirmations.
Do you write affirmations down?
All the time.
Same.
Yeah, all the time. I love all that stuff.
For anybody that's in the struggle and anybody, see the mind only repeats what it knows.
Yeah.
So if you break that and write down something different and start repeating that to yourself, then you'll start conditioning your mind to start believing that.
I agree. I massively agree in all that. Like if you wake up with a positive attitude and you wake up thinking, right, you know what, today is going to be a good day. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. Set yourself a plan. When you've not got a plan, when you've not got a goal or a plan, you get sidetracked by other things or Instagram or this or Twitter or like shit. Who's asked? Yeah. Like you wake up and you think, right, today's a money making day. I'm waking up, I'm on my shit, I'm going to do that there. By 5 o'clock, I'll put my feet up and my work's done.
Get your crystals out.
Get my crystals out and sit there.
No, definitely. I think for anybody, and even though, listen, I don't care what guest is on, we always touch on the positivity and to better yourself and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
It's only you that can change as a person if you are struggling, and just if you're unsure, the universe becomes unsure. So have a plan when you wake up in the morning, which is difficult. It's easier for you to say it now because you've worked so hard to get that. Yeah. For people in the struggle, it's difficult to come out that bubble, misery and pain. And
I understand
for them,
that, but I think people who are like struggling, meditation is the best thing for it, regardless of what you could be up here, you could be. It doesn't matter. Like I think it's for everyone.
Do you drink much?
Not really, no. I'm not a very good drinker. I get pissed too quick.
Do you? Do you cause it? What? Troublemaker?
No, just like...
Loud?
Yeah, Larry cunt. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I just like to have a good time. Like, I like to have a little dance and stuff.
Yeah. Have you heard of ayahuasca?
No, what's that?
We just made a documentary on it. They say it's a spiritual drug. It's a tea you drink.
Oh, fuck that. No, tea. I don't like. Is it like trippy?
Yeah.
No chance.
Trip balls.
No chance.
Nah.
No, it's not for me, all that.
It's fucking crazy anyway.
Tripping? I'm fucking massive. No, no, not for me.
We were in a room with 60 people and I was tripping balls. People, listen, I believe the placebo effect's a big thing comes into play where you can trick the mind. If somebody says drink this.
No, you see, I like to just be like clear-headed. I can't be arsed with all that trippy shit.
How's the hangovers?
Oh, I die.
Do you?
I die. Yeah, that's why I don't really drink that much. Like I'm not drank for, just trying to think last time I had a drink. Well, I was going to have a drink in Dubai and I got there and it was fucking dry night, so that was out the question.
What was that?
Yeah, so maybe like 3 months ago. I don't really drink that much. I'm too busy. If I drink and I'm hungover, I'm fucked for 2 days.
Do you not get something like a PA?
Yeah, I have a PA. I have a PA. I have a receptionist.
Do you?
Yeah, of course I do. I can't handle all this shit myself. Of course.
You're looking for a T-boy?
I'm a fluffer.
So, moving forward to the future, you're clearly succeeding. You're a global success. You're good at what you do, so I've heard.
Fuck off, James.
I've said it. I'm not a big porn fan, to be honest. So.
You're full of shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to say that with a straight face. I swear to God,
I'm not a big porn fan.
I'm not really. I just like the real thing. I don't really.
So do I. Everyone loves a bit of cock, though, don't they?
Steph, you want to answer that? So, moving forward for your life, you're doing well, you're flying. What's the plans for you for the future? What's your goals? Tell me.
I think my goals are always going to be happy. I don't know about what I want to do. My job can take me anywhere in the world and can open doors any single day. Like, I won't know. But if I'm happy with what I'm doing, then I'll be happy where I am.
People say the jet set lifestyle, but that gets boring as well.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm sick of flying.
Yeah, and that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and it tires me out, and I've got a sore knee, so it hurts me even more.
What's that with?
Because sometimes,
I
told you, didn't I? I got a Thai massage and she clicked my knee, the silly twat. Really hurts well.
Do you exercise?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, because I'm getting old, babe.
Do you want to mention your age?
34.
Fucking old cow! Get her off this fucking show. Fucking embarrass me. Oldest chick will be on here. Oh,
Am I?
Listen, you look good for 34.
Am I the oldest?
No, I don't think so. No, there've been fucking people in 50s and that, aren't there? 60s.
Right, that's all right then.
But you're still old.
Oh, you're a cunt.
Does it scare you though, getting old and going, okay,
No.
Tell the truth.
It doesn't. Why would it scare me getting old? Like I can still do what I'm doing now when I'm 80 and I won't even have to be in front of the camera.
Shut up, fuck's sake.
I don't mean shooting porn. I mean behind a camera, producing, directing, making films. Like I can do all that till I don't need to be in front of a camera for the rest of my life.
Do you think you'll be in this industry for the rest of your life?
Yeah, because I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, I love.
Understand it now?
I understand it. I understand how it works. I understand how, to get recognition. I understand where to get your sources from. I understand it. And, I think with any business, you've got to know your bit. You can't walk into a job and not know anything about it and expect to succeed. Mm-hmm. Like, you've got to do your own work. And, I mean, people probably think, work in porn, all she's doing is shagging. No, it's a lot more. Like, now, the stuff that I'm doing is a lot more complex than lying on my back. Well, I never really lied on my back anyway, but like it's a lot more complex than just shooting a porn scene for a company. Now you're organising, say, like one of my shows, I've got 5 girls, I'm organising all the travel, this, that. I'm getting the locations, I'm getting the shoots, I'm getting the videographer, the photographer. Like it's a big day. I've got to plan the whole day and then make sure that all the girls are happy, make sure I've got the right footage for, like if someone's asked for a private custom, make sure all that's done. Then I've got to perform myself with the girls at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. So after I've done a full day's work doing that, then I've still got to turn it on for the camera and say, right, here's Ava, let's have it.
I can see you writing a book. So I do. Not a fucking Kama Sutra, but a book of your life. Have you ever thought about doing that?
I've wrote one.
No, after the next new one?
After. Yeah, I probably would.
Since you've achieved everything.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to do one. But I mean, there's a lot of things that I'd like to touch upon really in a book. But then I just think,
But an autobiography.
Yeah, but then I just think I don't really think people would be really that bothered about hearing my life. Like,
but again, if you've got such a remember you've got a lot bigger following and a lot of people who's been mega stars for the last 20, 30 years. Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, tell me again. Say it again.
You've got millions of people following you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That is fucking crazy.
I know, it is mad.
Do you know what I mean?
It is mad. But this is the thing, and this is what, like when people say you've got your fans, you've got your base, like when you've got, and porn fans are like proper like cult fans. Like they'll follow you wherever you go. If they're into you, they'll follow you on any platform, anywhere you want to go.
How many wanks can you have? But
I know, but I don't know. They must just like wanking over me.
Or do you ever just think they just watch and go, I really enjoyed that show, but do fuck all?
Do you know, sometimes I remember when we did the cam show and we have so our cam shows, we have people interacting with us. Right. And like everyone was like firing in, going, do this, do that. And then they had this like guy in the background going, Ava, I just think you're fantastic. He wasn't even wanking. I was just like...
Right, on the cam shot, what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone do?
Well, I don't really do cam because I can't, it infuriates me. I can't sit there and chat shit to a fucking... It's not for me. Listen, all the girls who work on Live Bunny, they're amazing at what they do. They're amazing. They'll sit there. For me, I haven't got time to be sitting there on a cam. I've just not got time. But when girls do cam and they make a living out of it, they're smashing it. They're doing well. They're charging whatever they want, £3, £4 a minute. You've got people on there from all these other places, like, coming on. They're making like hundreds and hundreds of pounds a day.
I'm in the wrong industry, aren't I? So, before we finish up, would you like to finish up on anything?
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
This is the cleanest you've ever been when the cameras were put off, which is a good thing.
Yeah, wait till they stop.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Listen, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure.
Thank you.
It's great to see you being so successful.
Thank
and no
you.
doubt there's plenty more to come.
Hope so. Fingers crossed, touch wood.
No, there is. You've got a great mindset. You're a very strong lady. Boss lady. No fucking about. You know exactly what you want. And I believe you'll get it. I believe this is only the start of another amazing journey. So thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Get them off. Right, we'll go. Cheers. Thank you.
No problem.